You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to your Wednesday, October 16th edition of Good Morning Vail. I cannot believe we are 16 days through October. We're getting so close to ski season being here. There's a lot of countdowns taking place. So if you're one of those people who's counting down till winter, well, I have some choice words for you, but we won't use those here. I'm just kidding. I'm also very excited for ski season to be here. We've got a great show in store for you for the next little bit. We're going to introduce you to Alex Bradshaw from Stunning and Brilliant Events to inspire you to set the table this holiday season, talking about Halloween and all of the spookiness that comes with it. Then we're going to introduce you to Claire Noble from the Eagle County government and all of the wonderful things that are taking place, all of the information you might need to know as we're going into that season where roads could get a little scary and so much more. Then we're going to introduce you to a wonderful town member here in Avon who's got some great information on what's happening with the 5K, the fun run that's coming up. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We did see some cooler temperatures early first thing this morning. Around 8 a.m. we are looking at 43 degrees, a high of 62 throughout the course of today. 50% chance of precipitation. Afternoon thunderstorms are likely, so if you are getting out there to do anything, just bring that rain gear with you. We are expecting to see winds come out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour, so that slight breeze making it feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, mostly sunny skies kicking us off first thing this morning. That cloud coverage increasing, bringing us those scattered thunderstorms and showers into the afternoon, and that's going to continue into this evening. So if you are getting out there, just be prepared for that. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver, nice and warm. 80 degrees, sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage in Denver. 62 in Vail with a 50% chance of precipitation. 64 in Avon with a 50% chance of moisture, decreasing as we make our way to Eagle with 69 degrees and a 20% chance of precipitation. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. Yet again, 41 degrees is our overnight low. Partly cloudy skies. That sun is setting earlier and earlier by the day. 6:25 is when we're going to see that sun go down. Wind shifting directions coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, as you're planning your week, look at this insanity. We've got snow in the forecast right now. We are going to see temperatures drop down into the 50s tomorrow. That's going to continue into Friday, and then we will see temperatures 53 degrees on Saturday, but overnight lows starting to drop into those freezing temperatures, which will bring that snow if we start to see that precipitation. Afternoon showers continuing into Sunday, and that low is again dropping down into those freezing temperatures. So we will start to see that snowfall. Hopefully we'll start to see a little bit accumulate over the course of the next few days this weekend. Then by Monday we will see those temperatures warm up quite a bit again, 52 degrees, and then some more sunshine in the forecast. So as you're making your way out to do anything this weekend, just be prepared for our wild mountain weather. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to introduce you to Alex Bradshaw, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, if you're someone who loves to celebrate the holidays, then Stunning and Brilliant Events is the perfect place for you to get inspired. And we're here with the one and only Alex Bradshaw. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Maddie. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Look at this spread of Halloween-esque creations you've come up with.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, it's a lot of fun, whether you're having your own Halloween party or need Stunning and Brilliant's help. I just wanted to supply with some ideas of fun things that you can add for your party coming up this Halloween.
Which is so incredible because it makes it so easy that everyone can have the help that they might need.
Absolutely.
School has started,
Yes.
kids' schedules are busy,
Oh, yes.
sports are kicked off, and so
Yeah.
to have someone like you come in, give the ideas, and then help facilitate the ideas is perfect.
Absolutely, yes. We've got a lot of fun stuff over here, and it's all super easy to make as well. So we've got punch here with some floating eyeballs. You could make this into an adult beverage if you choose to, or if you want to keep it friendly for the kiddos. We've got this, it could just be as simple as Hawaiian punch. And then if you want to get into your witch's sparkle.
I love it. I was going to say era, so
yes,
no.
yeah, witch's era. Then we've got some fun little witch hats for you here. These are just mint Oreos, Hershey Kiss on top with a little Reese's piece there to kind of match the buckle that you would see on a typical witch's hat. We've got some fun pudding cups, whether you want a little Frankenstein here, or we've got a little pumpkin patch with the moon, and that's just a half Oreo shoved in the back of that pudding cup there. And then some fun ghosts with strawberries dipped in white chocolate and some mini chocolate chips for the eyes and the mouth. Everybody loves a good gummy worm now and then.
Right. Putting the gummy worm too in the skull, which makes
Yes.
it so fun. And your decorations really elevate the presentation of everything
Thank
that you
you.
have here. So
Yeah.
if people are looking to maybe get their hands on this, they can just go to any of our local stores and kind of collect it.
Yes. Oh yeah. Local craft stores, local stores in the valley here. I was able to find everything within Eagle Valley. So,
which is awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then let's step over here because you've got some fun
Yeah,
happening.
we can put together a little treat together here. So we've just got some popcorn. You can use whatever popcorn your family likes the best. You can throw it in your bowl here, and then we're gonna mix in some fun sweets because everybody loves a little salty sweet moment.
Yes. Give these to you. Just open them for you, you know?
Yeah, thank you. So we can add in some candy corn, or if you like the marshmallow pumpkins better, you can throw that in. If you like Reese's Pieces, anything that fits the holiday theme but that your family loves the best, you can throw that together. That could be a fun snack, whether it's on a buffet or however you want to display it in your home. Whether that stays on your counter past the Halloween season's up to you, but just something fun and easy.
You got to get through all the sweets
Yes.
post-holiday
Yes.
season, and so this is a great way to just keep them active and kind of alive. Now let's go back to the punch and
Yes.
talk about the eyeballs. What are the eyeballs? Are they just plastic eyeballs or are they edible? Because my first thought was, I think we should bite into an eyeball.
Well, you know, these ones specifically are not edible, but that would be a fantastic idea to do in the future. These are just little stretchy eyeballs. I was able to find those at Walmart. But whether you wanted to use those or edible eyeballs,
Yes.
either way, I like your edible eyeball idea, though.
I think it would be pretty fun. But
Yes.
then turning this into an adult beverage is a fun way to get the parents kind of involved as the kiddos
Absolutely.
are running around and enjoying the holiday season.
Absolutely.
And then as you did these, how did you get the Hershey Kiss to stick to the Oreo?
Fun question. So I had a pot or a pan on my stovetop. I had the burner to the very, very lowest, just on the simmer. And then I would pick up the Hershey's Kiss and kind of rub it in a circular motion on the bottom of the pan until it melted just a little bit. Then you want to get it to where you kind of have this, soft portion on the bottom so that it sticks to the cookie.
Yeah.
And then as you do that,
grab one so you can
yeah,
show it a little bit
absolutely. As you do that, you're gonna get a bunch of leftover chocolate on the bottom of your pan just from it melting. So we dipped the Reese's piece into that chocolate to stick it onto the side, and you put it in the fridge overnight, and it's ready to rock and roll.
And they're cute.
Thanks.
I can also smell the mint from
I know,
here, and I'm
I know.
okay, my mouth isn't watering, your mouth is watering. For
They
those of you
smell
who can't
so
smell it at
good.
home.
Yes.
So for Frankenstein, is this just green pudding?
No, this is vanilla pudding with green food dye.
See, these are good questions to ask.
Yes.
Because I would have been like, all right, just buy the green pudding in the
Yep.
grocery store.
Nope. Vanilla pudding, green food dye, a little bit of Oreo dirt, and then you just draw whatever fun face on the front. This could also be, all of these treats would be a fun project to do with your family prior to your party as well.
Yeah, to kind of inspire everyone, get them in
Yeah.
that creative space
Absolutely.
of the Halloween horror.
Yes.
I love it. And then, of course, your chocolate dripped strawberries.
Yes.
Did you also melt your chocolate in the pan, or did you do the microwave technique?
No, I did it in the pan. The microwave made me nervous. I did it
blame
in
you.
the pan. I burnt the first batch, so I had to redo it a second time.
Oh my goodness.
But you just dip your strawberry in the white chocolate, baking chocolate, and then add on your chocolate chips.
And then your Oreo dirt, are you smashing that by hand, or are you putting it in a food processor?
Oh, I didn't even think about food processor. No, I smashed that by hand.
I make these Oreo truffles, and I do mine with the food processor
that's
because
smart.
I learned here on camera that using a rolling pin to smash them was exhausting.
It is exhausting. It is. I can tell you from experience.
So this is such a labor of love and such a great way to bring the family together as we're approaching the holiday season. And this is just the beginning because Halloween kicks it off. And then
Yes.
before we know it, Thanksgiving's going to be here,
Oh, yeah.
Christmas, and you're going to want to keep all of the decorations going. And this is where Stunning and Brilliant Events really comes in handy here in our wonderful community. And you do
Yes.
such a good job.
Thank you.
Of course. That way people can make their table arrangements as perfect as they would like them to be.
Absolutely. And if they don't have the time, if they've got busy schedules, then I would love to come in and be able to do that for you.
Which this is just one of the many things that Stunning and Brilliant Events
yes.
does. So as we
Yes.
talk about it, let's talk about some of the fun that you guys do with weddings.
Yes, yeah. So we also do weddings. That's our bread and butter there. We love doing weddings. We had a fantastic summer and look forward to going into the next season as well. I know it's later end of engagement season, I suppose, getting ready for those 2025 brides. If you're a 2025 bride, we've got to get on it. We've got a lot of fun ahead of us. It's going to be a fantastic season this upcoming year.
Well, and I'm always excited because I like to see everything that you do on social media and seeing the venues that you're looking
Thank
at
you.
and just the incredible places and arrangements that you can do here in our community makes it so wonderful. So if you're someone who wants to be a mountain bride,
Yes.
This is the place to do it.
Absolutely. Mountain brides. Even if you're in Florida right now and you want to come and get ready or get married in Colorado, I would love to help you from Denver all across the United States.
Which is so spectacular, and it's so great to have this resource here in the community, from things like planning your perfect Halloween party to planning your engagement, your bachelor or bachelorette trip.
Absolutely.
All of those details that make this one day so wonderful. And so this is something that everyone can reach out to you about.
Of course, absolutely. Yes, I am happy to help with any and every event, party, and gathering that you are hoping to plan.
Which is incredible. Now, if people want to reach out to you, what's the best way to get in touch?
Yes, so I have a few different ways to get in touch. We've got our wonderful website, stunningandbrilliantevents.com, and you can click on the Vail location there. And then I can also be reached by phone, 970-431-6644, and email alex@stunningandbrilliantevents.com. Or you can find us on Instagram @stunningandbrilliantevents.
And then that way people can be inspired too, because the layouts are phenomenal, the crafts are incredible, they're fun, the whole family can participate.
Absolutely.
And then everyone can enjoy.
Yes, oh yeah, everybody can enjoy any of these treats, and you'll be the talk of the town, that's for sure.
Right, if my house ever looks this good, you will have to know that it was literally Alex, because I could never devote this much time.
Yes, you could. It'd be easy. We can do it together.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
It'll be some great bonding time.
Of course,
love it.
absolutely.
A girls' evening.
Yes,
doing
absolutely.
some crafts.
You could turn this into a ladies' night as well. Absolutely.
I love it, and that's one of the great things about having you as a resource here in the community, and there are so many different options up on your website, which we were just looking at.
Yeah.
And so you guys are really kind of the premier wedding planner here in our community.
Thank you. Yes, we absolutely love that. Yeah.
Alex, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you,
in,
Maddie.
spending some time with us,
Yeah.
creating such a beautiful spread. There are so many wonderful options. So if you are looking to elevate your party this holiday season, make sure that you get in contact with Alex, because she's got the brains behind all of the wonderful ideas. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging onto our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Welcome back to the show. We're pleased to introduce you to Julie, who's a national trainer with Silver Sneaker. Good morning, Julie.
Hi, Maddie.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, for people who don't know what Silver Sneaker is, can you give us a brief overview of what Silver Sneaker does?
Yeah, so Silver Sneakers is the leading provider of fitness and well-being programming for seniors in the country. And we do that through a variety of online classes as well as access to a network of 22,000 fitness locations for our Medicare eligible members.
Now this morning we want to talk about the risks of falling for seniors and why is falling for seniors so dangerous?
Yeah, you know, as we age, our bodies change, of course, and it makes us more susceptible to injury. I think the biggest thing around falls is just, you know, that a fall can really impact somebody's independence. Those injuries amount to over 9 million seniors being impacted every year from falls and injuries. And so we know that just even a slight change in their independence can really impact the ability to perform activities of daily living. So the injuries are serious and they can really have pretty grave consequences.
Now, what are some of the risk factors that you guys see for falling and how can people prevent them?
Yeah, you know, it's really important to stay aware. There's a number of risk factors, and the more risk factors you see in your own life, of course, the more likely you are to experience a fall. So things like using medications or multiple medications at once, that's something that can cause you to be lightheaded or maybe less alert, that could cause a fall. Vision changes, so if you can't see as well, or maybe you're wearing multifocal lenses, that could cause you to take a bad step, which might cause a fall. But also just those physical changes that we talked about, you know, less muscular strength and less joint mobility can impact your posture and your gait, as well as your confidence in just staying active. And we know that the less active you are, of course, the more likely you are to fall. So I think the key message is really, it's important to stay strong and active as long as you can.
Now, you have some great exercises that you can give us as an example that will help keep up mobility, flexibility, and balance. Can you share those with us?
Yeah, so there's exercises that you can do from the comfort of your home all throughout the day to try to really target balance and fall prevention. So the first is just getting up as often as you can throughout the day. It's called technically a sit to stand. So if you're in a chair, you're on the couch, or you're in bed, get up and out many times throughout the day, and that'll help maintain your lower body strength and endurance. You can also practice one-legged exercises or one-leg stance exercises. So I like to, you know, when I'm in the kitchen, I'll hold onto the counter, I'll shift my weight to one side and then pick up my opposite foot. You can do that in the bathroom as well. You know, if you're walking down a hall, you can hold onto the wall. It's a great opportunity to challenge your stability, particularly for the hip, knee, and ankle, as well as your body's ability to sort of adapt to postural changes. And another one is just a tightrope walking or heel toe walking. So if you're in your home, you can take a few steps, bringing the heel of one foot in front of the toes of your opposite foot. And that's something that targets coordination. So one aspect about balance is just, it relies on the brain's ability to connect to the body and send messages. So coordination exercises are a great way to improve overall balance.
I think these are all such useful tips and tricks, and not just for the seniors, but for everyone to just keep their body moving and active. Now, what are some of the benefits to programs like Silver Sneakers?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of benefits. We are designed specifically for seniors. So 30 years of program development, and we target all different areas so that you can be more active, so that you can engage socially, and that you can enrich your overall mental well-being. These programs you can access through online classes as well as access to our network of fitness locations. And so we really try to provide an option for everyone so that everybody who's eligible can stay strong and active.
And then if people are interested in getting involved with Silver Sneakers, where can they go for some more information?
Yeah, Maddie, it's a great time to get more information. We're in the midst of Medicare open enrollment until December 7th. So it's a great time to learn more. And you can do that by visiting our website at silversneakers.com.
Julie, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, bringing us this awareness and giving us all of this wonderful information first thing this morning.
Thanks. My pleasure, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out silversneakers.com. That way you can enroll in all of the fun, whether you want to do an online class, whether you want to find your community, or whether you just want to help make your body a little bit stronger. This is a great resource, and you can go to silversneakers.com to access all of that wonderful information. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night?
She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires.
Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, someone who we love to have on the couch, who I haven't had the opportunity to see in so long, is Claire Noble, and she is the Public Information Officer for Eagle County. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning. It's great to see you, Maddie.
It is so good to see you. I feel like it's usually right around your birthday, so happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks. I got a chance to spend my birthday with my son, and that was really nice. The mornings right now, as you know, are super chilly.
Yes.
But then we're like back in the 70s by 4.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing the pumpkin spice because it's October.
And it looks great on you.
Thank you.
We're celebrating Halloween this morning. We did a Halloween spread. Now we've got you and your pumpkin spice. And so we're really celebrating fall, but we're getting so close to winter being here. And that means that it is election time.
It is. And, I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again. We do not want Minnesota beating us for voter turnout.
No.
The ballots were mailed on Friday. I think most people probably got it over the weekend. I've already voted.
Yes.
And it is so easy to vote in Colorado, and I want everybody to go out there and vote. You should get your ballot by this week. If you don't, go to govotecolorado.com and find out what's going on with your ballot. Now, there's something you can also sign up there for there. It's ballot tracks. So as soon as my ballot went in the mail, I got a text. Hey, your ballot's on your radio. And yesterday I got a text, hey, we got your ballot. And I'm expecting one more text for them to say, hey, your vote was counted.
Which I think is so important because we have a community that likes to have their voices heard, but yet then when time comes to make that stance and have your opinion and your vote and everything actually casts, so many people don't do it.
Well, you know, you mentioned that it's a long ballot. There's a lot on this. Now, we actually don't have a lot of statewide elected officials running this time. We've got a member of Congress, and of course, we have the presidential election. But we also have a bunch of judges, so you can look up those judges and see if they, you know, meet standards and are recommended for retention. We also have 14 ballot measures on the ballot. Those are statewide measures. That's, you know, everything from whether or not you think they should outlaw, you know, hunting of, you know, mountain lions.
Yes.
There's one about veterinary services on there and whether or not we can create this new class of veterinary services. So there's a lot of really different things, which is why I love the fact that Colorado is a vote by mail state. So you can sit there and think about it, and you don't have that pressure of being in a little booth with a long line of people waiting behind you. You can sit and think about it and maybe do a little bit of research before you cast your vote.
Well, and that's one of the things that I always like about chatting with you is because some of the verbiage that's used on the ballots gets so confusing and convoluted quickly because it is intended to confuse us. And so it's nice that we have resources like you who can walk us through that. But then we've got other great resources in our community like the Vail Valley Partnership that will fully explain everything on the ballot to you.
Sure, and the local paper, the Vail Daily, has run some nice, helpful articles. Everybody should have gotten a blue book. Now, I know it's a little daunting to pick up this book and say, you know, it's like, wait, I have to take a class in order to fill out my ballot. But you can go through there and read as much or as little as you want to basically explain a yes vote on this means this, a no vote means that. And then you can read more if you want to know what the implications of that are. But for some of these, it's going to be pretty clear. Oh, yes vote, that's the way I want to go, or no vote, that's the way I want to go. You can drop these ballots off pretty much anywhere in the valley. You're probably 10 or 15 minutes tops away from a ballot drop box. So town of Vail, town of Avon, Eagle County building, El Jabel Community Center, the field house in Edwards. So the drop boxes are all over the valley. Vote centers, if you're old school and say, nope, I want to go do this in person, they open on October 21st. Avon, Eagle, and El Jabel. And then the one on the top of the Lion's Head parking structure in the Grandview Room, that opens up on the 30th of October.
Which is great because it's a great way for people to also go and maybe have that experience if they like that old school style. But I know I got my ballot first thing this morning when I went and checked the P.O. box. So if you just register, and if you haven't registered, that's where the Go Vote Colorado comes in handy because you can register right there.
Exactly. And you have until October 28th to register and still get your ballot by mail. After that, you're going to have to go in person. And actually, I will say this. I know some people who do vote in person because they want to bring their kids along, because they want their kids to kind of see the process, which I think is actually pretty nice.
I think it's really important that we teach the younger demographic how important it is to vote. That's why we do it. And so everyone needs to get out there and vote. If you are 18 years of age, get out and vote this year.
It's the foundation of democracy.
Right, and we're so lucky that we do such a good job. And Colorado is one of the states where it really matters that you vote.
And it, you know, our voting system here is called the gold standard throughout the United States for a reason. You know, we have great elections here in Eagle County. Regina O'Brien is our clerk and recorder. She and her staff are amazing. They have had absolutely flawless audits following the election because they do an audit after every election. At least since 2017, zero discrepancies.
Wow, which is huge because then it shows that our votes really do count and that we are as truthful as we say we are
Yeah.
here. So shout out to her and her team.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the transit that's taking place in the community, because it is important as we are changing seasons. We're going from summer, which has been exquisitely busy here, to our slow season, and then ramping up for winter.
Yeah, and just going back to voting, voters in Eagle County voted for an Eagle Valley Transit Authority. So this was stood up, and that's why you don't see the Eagle County buses anymore. You see the core transit buses.
Yes.
And just another point about that, people get wrapped up about federal elections or the federal political situation. But really, where the rubber meets the road, where your life is most affected and most impacted, is here at the local level. So we created the Eagle Valley, and I say we, voters in Eagle County, created the Eagle Valley Transit Authority. We stood up core transit, and it's been doing great. Ridership is up tremendously.
Yes.
I think it's up 40%. Most routes are actually free. We're on the summer schedule now, and we're going to be on that until November 30th. December 1st, we're going to switch over to the winter schedule. And some of the things you can see on the winter schedule are actually more routes or more buses on the routes, and especially at peak times, more buses. And on some of the routes, they're actually starting earlier. So the Highway 6 route is actually going to start at 5 a.m., leaving from Lake Creek Village. It's 40 minutes earlier than on the summer schedule.
Which is so nice, because then people who use this as their mode of transportation, that way they're being a little friendlier to our environment come winter time. They have that opportunity to not be late for work. They've got enough time to get out of their house, get on the bus, and then enjoy. I've had so many friends say that they are optionally taking the bus now because it is so nice. It's so easy, point A to point B, and it's kind of fun.
This is great to hear, because the other thing that the folks at Core Transit would like you to do is be a part of their 10-year transit plan. So you can go to their website, evta.colorado.gov, and obviously you can find out everything about Core Transit and their routes and everything, but there's a tab there for their 10-year transit plan. So if you have input as to what you'd like to see, personally I'd like to see a gondola up to Wildridge, but you know what I mean? You can put your input in there. I don't think anything's off the table, so yeah, make your voice heard.
Yeah, why not have the opportunity to share these ideas that could change the lives of many here in the community?
Yes, absolutely. So shifting gears, I know you guys had a lot of activity going on in the kitchen. So if you're somebody who, especially if you're somebody who does gardening, CSU Extension is offering a canning class. So CSU Extension does a lot of really great things in the community. They do the Family Leadership Program. They do the Master Gardener Program. Well, coming up on November 9th, they're having a canning class. It sells out every year because there's only room for 15 participants.
Right.
So and I guess there's like a difference in canning at high altitude. So they're going to show you two different methods of canning, and I also think it depends on like what you're canning. So maybe asparagus is a little bit different than peaches. So they're going to do the bath method and the pressure method. So if you're interested in that, you can go. We actually haven't sent out the news release for that. That's coming out tomorrow, so it's a little bit early information on that. But if you go to our website and click under the tab for community, don't mean to send you down a rabbit hole, but you go to community, you'll see CSU Extension there, and you'll see their contact information for signing up for that class.
Which is so incredible, because if you're someone who loves the Palisade peaches, well, then you can enjoy them all winter long by going to this canning class, doing it correctly, and then having that advantage of having the high altitude difference explained to you, because I have personally seen it with my mother's canning where some of them won't take it all, and then it's like that has to be eaten immediately because they won't seal.
Yeah, I didn't know that. This is like so outside of, and I've always wanted to take the class. So maybe I will sign up for that this year. Coming up this winter, we don't have the exact date yet, but we're very excited. We've got an ice castle coming to the Eagle County Fairgrounds in Eagle. And you're going to start seeing construction on that at the end of this month, beginning of November. They hope to open it up probably late December, and it will run until they, it gets too warm for it. They're hoping to early March. So what a great day to go out and see this ice castle with the family, and then maybe hang out in Eagle and grab a bite for dinner.
I was just going to say, and enjoy everything Eagle has to offer, because their restaurant game has highly stepped up recently.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. Dinner in Eagle is great. Just walking around, enjoying some of the shops and some of the ambiance that Eagle has to offer is wonderful. And so what a great way to spend one of our chilly winter days if you don't want to be out on the slopes.
It's one of our great small towns in Eagle County. It has a beautiful Broadway, but it also has a beautiful area around Eagle Ranch. And you're right, there's a lot of options from Italian to Mexican to kind of a new American food to eat in Eagle.
Claire, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, bringing us this whirlwind of information. I always feel like after I spend some time with you on the couch, I'm an encyclopedia for our community, which I think is really important because I think it's important that everyone votes, everyone knows what's happening with our transit, and all of the fun things coming up in the community.
Thank you, Maddie. It's an amazing community. I'm so lucky to be here.
We're lucky to have you, and we're all lucky to be here because you're right, it is amazing. Our little snow globe town.
Yes.
Make sure that you go to govotecolorado.com if you are not registered quite yet. That way you can still get your ballot. You have until the 28th to get your mail ballot. So go register, vote, and be an active member of our community. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to give you some more information on what you can do this Halloween season. So stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Town of Avon always has some wonderful events taking place, and we're so lucky to have one of the incredible program supervisors joining us on the couch, Luke Heron. Luke, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for letting me dress up in my costume this year.
I mean, you're a smash hit, literally, in the town of Avon.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves pickleball. We have so many leagues, and I'm just happy that I'm able to represent such a fun and popular sport.
Such a community activity, because there are people who would literally go crazy without it now that they've jumped into the pickleball game.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we ran a league this summer. It sold out in 2 days, and then we're going to run a winter league in January and February, and that will probably sell out in a few days as well.
In a short amount of time. So
Yeah.
you're getting the word here first. What you need to do is mark your calendars to sign up so that you can be part of the league.
Absolutely. And we release all of our programs on November 8th for the winter.
Which is really important because that way the people who do want to participate in the pickleball league, they've got it marked on their calendars to sign up and be part of the fun.
Yes. So sign up, look out for that date, and mark it on your calendars.
Now, speaking of being part of the fun, today is the last day for the Pumpkin Fun Run to get a pumpkin.
Yes, today is the last day for registration to receive a pumpkin. That doesn't mean you can't come to the event. You can still show up on Saturday in your costume, ready to run. I call it trick-or-treating warm-up because we go around the lake, we collect candy, and then we kind of proceed with the activities.
And how long is the run?
The run's going to be about 3/4 of a mile. It's just around Nottingham Lake, and it starts at the Avon Pavilion and it ends at the Avon Pavilion.
Which is nice because then everyone kind of knows where their kiddos are. If there's 9 Draculas out there, you know, you don't lose track of yours because you're all going to end in the same spot at the end of the run. And this is one of those constants that's here in the community where people can kind of see this event every year and see how it grows and what expands on it. So besides the run, what are some of the other fun activities?
So besides the run, we have pumpkin carving if you get a pumpkin today, if you register. We have apple bobbing. We've created a haunted house actually. So the old cabin right by the pavilion, we've transformed that into like a spooky cabin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't find many haunted houses around here, so what a great way to get inspired for the spooky season.
Yes, and our spooking cabin was actually created by our after-school kids.
Oh,
so
how
it's a haunted house created by kids, and they're going to be in the haunted house.
Oh, how fun. I bet they're quite excited because what a great way to get everyone excited for the crafts and the after-school programs and everything that's created the spooky cabin.
Yeah, they didn't really know what a haunted house was because we don't have a lot here. So when we told them, they were kind of confused. They're like, why are we doing this? But once they kind of got the idea, they're extremely excited about it.
What a great way to just get everyone involved and really give everyone that opportunity to enjoy the pumpkin fun run, because I know as someone who doesn't like to run, I would just like the pumpkin carving and the spooky house.
And besides the spooky house, we have face painting as well. I got more activities.
Oh, perfect. We're not done.
We got face painting, and we do a big costume contest at the end with a bunch of prizes for the kids.
Which is such a great way to inspire them to dress up and then to really take their costumes to the next level.
Yep, and that's what the face painting's for, kind of add to it. We recommend that you do the apple bobbing before the face painting
Right.
so that you don't lose all your makeup.
That way you're not dripping with random colors coming off in every direction and you're still getting your apples.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if people want to register today so they get their pumpkin, where can they go?
You can go to avon.org/pumpkinfunrun. If you're familiar with our Amelia app, you can do that as well. You can also stop by the rec center and go to the front desk.
Which is such a great way to just get everyone out. The rec center is such a great resource here in the community already, and so this is a perfect way to spend your Saturday.
Absolutely, and hopefully the weather plays out, but we got everything prepared in case it does snow. We got heaters ready, we got an indoor location, so we're ready to go.
Ready for the mountain weather is what we always say, because it can change like this.
Yes, so with your Halloween costume, wear your puffy jacket, just in case.
Bring those warm layers as well, always here. Once we make it past October like 10th, you better be ready for warm layers.
Yes, I mean, just wearing shorts right now has been a little chilly in my lawn socks.
You have a bold choice. I noticed that when you walked in. Now, there are some other great festivities taking place because Turkey Trot is right around the corner. So if people want to start getting ready for Turkey Trot, that's an option as well.
Yes, our Turkey Trot is coming up with a partnership with Vail Valley Foundation. That's going to be on Thanksgiving Day. The Turkey Trot, for me, kind of has like a special place in my heart because we took on that Turkey Trot since it wasn't happening in Eagle Vale. We partnered with Vail Valley Foundation, and last year we planned it in 3 weeks. And this year we have the opportunity to put it on again for the second year, and we're extremely excited.
Second annual Avon Turkey Trot for everyone to get out there and enjoy. And this is a tradition in so many families, and so the thought of almost not having it was detrimental to so many.
Yes, I heard a lot of comments that a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't happening. So we reached out to Vail Valley Foundation and talked about how can we make this happen for the community. And the turnout was greater than what we imagined. We almost had 1,000 people show up.
Wow. That's awesome because it's such a great way to raise money, and it's such a great way to be part of our community. And maybe if you're someone whose family's far away, this is a good way to just connect with people on the holidays.
We did see a lot of families come in who were just trying to connect, but the Turkey Trot does benefit Youth Power Hours, a free childcare program in the Valley.
Which is incredible. We love how many nonprofits we have here and how many opportunities there are for people to get involved. Now, let's talk about your costumes since pickleball has really exploded. When can people expect to see those courts shut down?
Once the weather gets consistently cold, we usually shut down the courts. We try to keep them as open as long as possible. This goes with the basketball courts, the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, and the volleyball courts. There is supposed to be some weather this week. We're going to see how the weather looks next week and determine if the courts are safe to play on.
Which I think is important because we were just talking about fall risks earlier, and you don't want to be someone who's out there before ski season playing pickleball and slip. So these are all great precautions that the town of Avon takes into consideration when planning all of the fun for you. Now there are some other great things coming down the pipeline for the winter season, and people can expect to see those November 8th.
Yes, we have a bunch of new programs coming up. We have our adult dodgeball league happening. And that's definitely going to be a costume themed program. I want to see everyone dressed up in different costumes, different themes. We also have winter pickleball coming, as I mentioned, and we have a new child program called Kids Night Out Nerf Battles, meaning kids are going to be able to bring in their different Nerf guns, and they're going to be given a bunch of different objects, and they have to build a fort.
Wow.
Kind of like Fortnite.
I mean, that sounds incredible. How old do you have to be to participate? Can I participate?
Yeah, I know. At least 5 years old. You got to be at least 5.
And like, what's the age cutoff?
Age cutoff is going to be about 10 years old.
Dang it. It's out of my wheelhouse.
You can always volunteer and you know, be a chaperone and just shoot darts around.
Right. I mean, Nerf guns, I have 4 brothers. Nerf guns are my forte in life, so this is a great way to get kind of kids involved, active, and using their imagination without having the screen in front of them.
Exactly. We do a kids swim night out, and now we're kind of doing another one where it's not just in the water, more of a hands-on learning activity.
Luke, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information. If parents want to see the full lineup of events and activities, where can they go for more information?
For more information, you can go to avon.org. You can also subscribe to our Avon Recreation newsletter. That's where you get all the information right there.
And you mentioned this app, Amelia?
Amelia is our software app, and every rec district in the Valley uses it. So VRD uses it, Mountain Rec uses it. Anytime you're on our website and you click on a register button, it's going to lead you to that app.
So it just is perfect to put it on your phone and do everything from there.
It's actually not an actual app.
Oh.
I know, it's confusing, but it's called that.
Got it. Well, Luke, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and bringing us all this great information.
No, thank you very much for having me, Maddie.
Make sure that if you want to participate in the Pumpkin Fun Run, you register today. That way you get your pumpkin for all the pumpkin carving activities. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a little Good Morning Vail left, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see temperatures increase into the low 60s, a high of 62 degrees today. 50% chance of rainfall into the afternoon and then continuing into the evening. So those afternoon thunderstorms are likely. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy as we approach noon, and then we will see those scattered thunderstorms come our way. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just be prepared for that. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. I-70 corridor. Let's look at what's taking place in Denver. 80 degrees in Denver, beautiful sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage down there. Now 62 in Vail with a 50% chance of precipitation, 64 in Avon, 50% chance of moisture, 69 in Eagle with a 20% chance of precipitation. Now let's take a look at Vail overnight. Temperatures are cooling down. 41 degrees is our overnight low, partly cloudy skies. That sun is setting nice and early. 6:25 is when we're going to see that sun go down. Slight breeze coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, 20% chance of precipitation on Thursday, 50% chance on Friday, snowfall by Saturday and Sunday. So if you're someone who's been counting down those days till ski season, well then we've got some happy news for you in that forecast. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for another great edition of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
You know TV8 Vail has